Hi everyone, hi, welcome in, hi. How you guys doing today? Welcome in. Welcome. It's nice to see everyone today. Oh, we're stuck in ads for a little bit still. Hold on, I think is it too loud? Things might be, hold on, 1 second. Gain down. Ba. Okay, hopefully audio stuff isn't too loud today. Hi everyone, hi. Hi, Dima, I missed you. I'm back. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. It's nice to see you guys today. Hopefully you guys are all having a good day today. Welcome in. Hi, Whiskey. Hi, Kay. Hi, Amnel. Hi, Shadow. Hi, Queen Francis. Hi, CJ. Hi. I want to show you guys this thing. Hi, Glook. Welcome in. Thank you for the first time. Chad. Welcome. All right. First off, welcome in, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday! I hope you guys are all having a good Friday today. We're gonna be doing art today, but I wanted to show you guys something. I want to show you guys. Oh, I forgot to change. I forgot to change my title on the Twitch. Oh well, it's fine. Hi Rukishima, welcome in. Hi everyone. Hi Unknown Apparition. Hi Fedster. Holy smokes! Thank you for the 255 stream streak. And Race, thank you for the 20 stream streak. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you. More ARP today. Yes, we're gonna be doing more ARP today. Hi, Queen Van. I can't wait to get better internet. I love to not watch Dima in 144p. Damn. Damn. Wait, is it that bad too, even on the YouTube side? Because I know Twitch is kind of heavy. But a lot of people say that it's not as heavy on the YouTube side. Whiskey. Hi, Rukishimo. Hi. Welcome in, everybody. All right, y'all. I want to show you this room. So I had some of my friends. I called this room is called the Rangooner. I had some of my friends. I was like, yo, if I made like a goon cave, what kind of things would you see in there? Hi Naridun, welcome in. Welcome. So I have this little sad room. It's like the grayest I could possibly make it. I was going like divorced dad core. Or like poor student core, I guess. This is the Gooner room. So I had some friends just send me like images. I was like, what would you see in the Gooner room? So we got case on here, which is awesome. We got some lotion and things, and Kovu from Lion King 2. We got Ada Wong, and I told them it had to be TOS safe. I told him it had to be TOS safe, so nothing crazy. But yeah, we got this wall of beauty and a little Nami wanted poster and a little this thing. I got this thing. More lotion, more tissue. No, there's the implication, you know. It's just sitting there menacingly, you know what I mean? This and these as well. These as well. This is the Goon Cave. I just wanted to show you guys this because I thought it was funny. I just thought it was funny. So we got the Goon Cave. You know, we got Shadow and that one girl from frick, what was it called? Solo Leveling. She's like the elf lady. And Ruri Rocks. And yeah, this is a Goon Cave. You like the like futon that's underneath the desk? It's so gray, dude. I can't believe how gray this room is. It's like the saddest. It makes me sad and depressed when I look at it. So, you know, all the other rooms that I was making were like cute and cozy. So here's this thing. Here's whatever the frick this is. I feel attacked with the fighter jet poster. You know the Blend S meme? Smile, sweet, sadistic. That thing? Yeah, they sent me this thing. Whatever that is. Sleep to goon. Sleep to goon to sleep, very efficient. Yeah, you know, you get up, you goon, you go back to sleep. Back and forth. Very efficient. Anyways, maybe looking at Deemer makes me happy. Aw, Narden, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. I just wanted to show you guys this. But I'm gonna have Go up in the background. So let me hold on. Let's go into the kitchen. I'll make a room so that you guys can hop in. But we are gonna be doing some art today. And I will let you guys know how my Thanksgiving and stuff was once I make the room. 1 second, let me host. This is really cool too. They made a little thing for like users who can draw. Which I think is pretty sick. So you have to be staying in the room for 15 minutes. That way we don't get clowns who, I don't know, if people end up hopping in, we won't get people messing around, you know what I mean? So now I could just make the room code. That way it's not subs only. Because last time it was subs only. And yeah, if anyone wants to hop into Go, I'll post the code in a second. 1 second, let it ride. Okay, hold on. Let me copy this. Go room code. Boom. There you go. So if you guys want to hop in, feel free to. And then you guys can draw on stuff. If you guys want to like leave messages or whatever on the little pads, little sticky notes, or anywhere you can draw, feel free to. Feel free to. I don't have a PC. No. No. Will Dima be making soup in the kitchen? Yeah, look, you see all my soup? Hold on. Why isn't it not letting me? Uh-oh. What the frick? It's not letting me, Huh. Weird. Streaming. Yay! Everyone hop in if you want to hop in. It's not letting me change my camera position. Ah! Wait. No? Anyways, there's soup behind me. You can't see it, but there's soup there. Anyways, I am just going to have the thingy here. Oh, close Go, and let me switch over to drawing instead. Let me switch over to this screen. Oh yeah, we drew Bug last time, and she turned out so cute. And today, I just want to doodle and things. I want to work on some thumbnails for some YouTube videos. Hi, Dragon Emperor. Welcome in. Welcome. Yeah, no messing around. No messing around. You gotta be in the room for several minutes. Why did only one of my post-it messages stay? That's weird. Only one of, I don't know. Maybe there was like a connection issue or something. But I know that it just rendered in. All right, you're chilling. All right. Room codes only work on the PC version. Yeah, I realize that. Need to be friends to go into each other's rooms in the mobile version. Yeah. Yeah. But there is a Steam sale going on today. For Black Friday, there is like a Steam sale thing going on. So if anyone wants to pick up Go, highly recommend it. I think it's very, very, very fun. It's been I have it on every single time I'm streaming. Also, hold on, let me get us some ASMR. Let me get some drawing ASMR in. Start. That way we can hear some sketchy sounds. Oh, it's muted. There we go. Oh, frick, dude, my audio, I didn't realize my audio was muted the whole time. I'm so sorry if you guys redeemed stuff and you didn't hear it. I apologize. Apologize. Popped in like a few minutes before you closed it last night and wrote a couple things. Oh, thank you, Shadow. I'm working my butt off to sell my in-game items on Steam to get Go. Let's go! Testers, test these nuts. Test these nuts. Sounds like it's working today. Sorry, hold on, let me bring Dimple up too. Boom, there we go. Now if you guys want to do text-to-speech stuff, we're chilling. Yeah, anyways, everybody, thank you guys so much for stopping by today. Happy Friday. Yesterday, it was Thanksgiving, so I did not stream yesterday. I was hanging out with my family. Yesterday, and it was fun. Oh, I didn't show you guys my food thing. Hold on. Let me show you guys what I ate yesterday. Hold on. I gotta save the images. It's in the, one of them is in the Discord. But let me show you some stuff. Okay, hold on. Save, download image. Save, download image. Save, download image. So yesterday I woke up at like, I don't know, it was like 10 or something, and the duck was so good. Oh my god, hold on. Wait, I have to send another picture. I got so many photos. I got so many photos that I forgot to save. And hold on, I gotta get them to my PC. Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving though? I hope that you guys had fun if you guys were celebrating Thanksgiving. So the thing is, not a lot of people celebrate Thanksgiving for like the original reason. Because it's, you know, controversial. Oh my god, did I just freeze? Am I okay? What the heck? Hold on, let me... Ah! Everything's breaking! Alright, there we go. But, you know, I just use it... My family and I just use it as a means to just hang out and enjoy each other's company and eat good food. So, that was really fun. Let me show you pictures of what I ate. No, Deemer, don't break. I'm breaking down. So here, first off, oh, hello. Hello. This was my Thanksgiving plate. It's yummy. It was so good. So I had mashed potatoes and stuffing and cranberry sauce, and I made like the yummiest mac and cheese. It was so freaking good. Look at it. I made Teeny's mac and cheese because it's the best mac and cheese recipe I've ever found. It's the best mac and cheese recipe I've ever found. And we had duck. I roasted a duck. Oh my god, it turned out so good. It was so juicy and delicious, and oh. And then there was ham too. I love ham. I am a ham fan. I love ham so much. So delicious. So this was my Thanksgiving plate. It was so yummy. It was so yummy. And hold on. So it was also my sister's birthday on the 2 days ago. 2 days ago. But we just decided to double Thanksgiving as like birthday time as well. So I actually baked her an ice cream cake, and this is what it ended up looking like. Wow, I made her an ice cream cake. It was mint chocolate ice cream because that's her favorite. I really like mint choco ice cream. I think it tastes so good. But it was so difficult because like when I was baking the cake, it was like melting at the same time. And so I had to keep like sticking it in the freezer and then pulling it out and then decorating it and then putting it back in the freezer and then pulling it out to decorate it. And it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. It kept like melting. And then I'd have to go and stick it in the freezer real quick so that it would harden up again. Yeah, I was literally battling time, but it turned out really yummy. I was very happy with how it turned out. Yeah, was it yummy? It was so good. It was so good. It was so good. In and out, in and out. But yeah, it was so good. It was such a good cake, and I was very happy with how it turned out. My sister was really happy about it too. Hold on, let me show you the cross section. The cross section, wow, it was huge, okay? And when I got there, I was so scared of it melting that I just had it in the freezer the whole time. So it was very difficult to cut. And so this was like a fourth of the cake. My mom was just like, I can't really cut it. Here you go. Look how big it is. And I could not finish this slice. I only took like, I don't know, like a few bites from it, honestly. But dude, it was so good. I was very happy with it. Super yummy. And yeah, my sister is gonna be snacking on that for like the rest of the month probably. Or the rest of like the year, honestly. No pumpkin pie or pecan pie or apple pie. Oh no, I had apple pie afterwards. I didn't take a picture of it, but my family did have apple pie. But you know, since it was my sister's birthday the day before, we had so much cake. Also, hi Avid Trout, nice to see you today. We had so much cake. Because my sister's boyfriend also brought a cake for her too. And so we had like double ice cream cake. And yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. I wish that my stomach was bigger so that I could have eaten everything. But yeah, they have cake now for the rest of the year. And then on top of that too, my dad's birthday is like next week-ish. My dad's birthday is sometime next week. And yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I don't think they're gonna need more cake. There's so much cake. There was so much cake. But it turned out really, really good. I was very happy with how the cake turned out. And this is what the duck looked like after we finished carving it. It was so God, it's like glistening. But yeah, I was very proud of this duck. It turned out so yummy. It was so juicy. There's some turkey in the corner there. But yeah, we had a duck. We had a duck. I cooked a duck. I roasted the duck. This is what it turned out looking like. Ooh, glistening. It was so good. It was like all gone after the dinner. Minus one of the drumsticks, which I took back home with me. What does duck taste like? How do I describe it? It's kind of like a really, like, imagine if chicken and steak had a baby. I think that's a good way to put it. If chicken and steak had a baby, that's what duck tastes like. It's like very, very fatty. The meat, like you can see that it's like all dark meat. It's all dark meat. Like this is the breast right there. This section right there is breast, and you can see that it's like super, super juicy. But it's basically just like meat butter. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. So yeah, the duck turned out really, really good. It turned out super delicious. I'm not surprised it even left the counter. That looks so good. It was so good. It was so good. So that's what we ended up eating for Thanksgiving, and we did karaoke that day as well because, you know, we're Filipino. I don't know what else to say. We're Filipino, so we did karaoke. And then we also played Just Dance, and I was like, holy smokes. I forgot how tiring this game is. And I also remembered that I have no idea how to dance. I'm such a bad dancer. But I was like, whatever, you know, my sister and her boyfriend were playing, and they kept inviting me to dance too. So I was like, all right, I guess I'll play a couple games, and I died, man. Meat butter. Basically, yeah, it's like meat butter, dude. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. So yeah, I ended up playing Just Dance, and I was like, wow, I'm really bad at this game. It's the spirit. Yeah, it's the spirit. It's the spirit of it. See, my sister is a dancer. She's really good at dancing. She's done like performances and stuff. And so I was like watching her play, and she's hitting like every single move, like no issue whatsoever. She's doing like all the proper footwork and everything. And I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't dance, man. I'm not a dancer. I'm not a dancer. But she's really good at dancing. I have no idea how to coordinate my body like that though. I'm not built like that, you know? I'm not built like that. I don't know how to do that. It's difficult. Dima has a skill not maxed out. I have a lot of skills that are not maxed out, you know? I don't know how to scuba dive. I don't know how to jump out of an airplane. I don't know how to skydive. I don't know how to do yeah. There's a lot of things I don't know how to do. Dancing is one of those things that I have no idea how to do. I'm so bad at dancing. And I just never figured out how I'm supposed to move my body. You know what I mean? I just don't understand how to move my body. I don't get it. Hi, Umbrai. Welcome in. How are you doing today? It's nice to catch you. Mood though, I never was good at dancing. I'm so bad at dancing. Weirdly specific. I'm just saying. Start with you do not know how to swim before you do scuba dive. That's also true. Yes, I do not know how to swim. I can't believe you remembered that. How did you remember that? I do not know how to swim. I don't know how to swim, which is crazy too, because when I was a little kid, I took swimming lessons for like a year. I took swimming lessons and I was pretty good at swimming. But that was back when I used to live in California when I was a little kid. When I was younger, I used to live in California, and I don't like this. I'm going to delete all of this. So, you know, you're going to like the beaches and stuff all the time. It's like, it's probably a good idea if I know how to swim. At least that was my parents' thought process. They were like, we should probably teach our kids how to swim. And so I took swimming lessons when I was a little kid, but I was really, really bad at it. Wait, no, sorry. I was really good at it. And then we moved when I was younger, and then I was just not around water anymore. So I don't know how to swim. And you know, every single time I've tried to learn how to swim now, it just doesn't work. It simply does not work. I think that I don't know, there's something wrong with me, man. I'm like filled with rocks or something because I just immediately start sinking. Hi, Syndrome. Nice to see you. I actually was a certified scuba diver when I was around 10, 11 years old. Ooh, that's fun. It's one of the things we share. I can't swim. I didn't get any of the Filipino talent genes. Hey, me neither. So it's okay. That's okay. I also did not. I miss California. Yeah, I wonder what it would have been like. I wonder if I would have been the same person if I grew up in California instead. Because California has like a very large Asian population, you know? And then we moved to a place where there are no Asians around here. And then I had an identity crisis. I had an identity crisis as a young kid because I was like, I don't know. You know, when you're like a young kid and you're the only person that's Asian in a room of like all white people, it's just kind of it's just, you know, it's a thing. It's a thing. I've arrived with soup. Hi, Zero. How are you doing today? Also, hi, Pug. Sounds like you to get dropped in the deep end of a pool like I was when I was 5. See, but when you're a kid, I feel like, I don't know, it's easier to learn that skill as a kid. I don't think you can do that as like an adult now. You know what I mean? Everyone I know was like, oh, I learned how to swim as a kid because otherwise I would drown. And I tried doing that before, but I just drowned, dude. Like I have no survival instincts when it comes to swimming whatsoever. Like nothing kicked in. I just drowned. And I had to be rescued because I just couldn't. I can't swim, man. I can't swim. You probably tense up too much and as an adult, which you do not do while young. No, dude, I'm telling you, I have friends who have tried to teach me how to swim, and I will do exactly what they are doing. And it just doesn't work. Like every single adult who has attempted to teach me in my adult life to swim, it doesn't work. Every single one of my friends who has tried to teach me how to swim in adulthood, it just doesn't work, man. And they've all been like, oh no, I can teach you how to swim. Or like, you probably just like didn't have a good teacher or something, whatever. Like they all say the exact same thing. And then they see me attempt to swim and it doesn't work. And they're like, oh, yeah, I don't know what's going on with you. So I legitimately just think that I'm like built different. I don't know. What I heard is that it's easier to like swim when you have a large lung capacity, because you know the more air that you have inside your body, the easier it is for you to float or whatever. And I guess maybe I just got little lungs or something. Maybe I just have little lungs because I can't. I just don't float. They're like, you just do this, you know, and then they're like sitting there perfectly fine, floating in the water. And I will do the same thing they're doing, but then I just start sinking. I just start sinking. I mean, don't talk to me. I don't know how to float, let alone move around in water. I can survive in water, but I rather prefer being on the water, like in sailing boat or something. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Dima can't swim, but soup can float. Soup can float? Not necessarily, right? If you mix it with water, then it just becomes the water, right? More buoyant. Yeah, it's more like I can't float, you know? I don't know how to float. I don't know how to float. People are able to just like wade in water, and my body like physically cannot do that. I don't know what's wrong with it. but I literally cannot float. I've tried so many times, and I've had so many teachers and friends attempt to teach me, and it just doesn't work. It legitimately just doesn't work. Like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But I just can't. It just doesn't work. It just don't work. Dima Van Gogh. Yeah, we're playing Go in the background. If you guys want to hop in on that and just have your little avatar chilling around mine. I can't swim, but I would totally go on a boat / ship. Soup is too dense. Yeah, the soup is too dense. It just sinks. My family sent me to a deep pool when I was 3. It's just natural to me. Yeah, you know, like I've heard that exact same thing. People say that their family just like threw them in the water. So I feel like this is a skill you need to pick up as like a child. Because the same thing happened to me too, you know? They were like, oh, just throw her in the water and she'll learn how to swim. And then I would go in the water and I would just drown. So literally my entire life, everything people have told me, and they're just like, oh, this is just like natural or whatever. It literally just does not work. I don't know. It's just not something that I can physically do, I think, at this point in my life. Also, Opali Aura, welcome in. Thanks so much for the first time chat. Hi, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. Happy Friday to you. Welcome, welcome. We're just doing some doodling today. Welcome in, welcome. My family sent me to, oh, I already read that. Girl failure. Yeah, it's fine though, because you know what? It's not like I'm around water ever. I feel like learning to swim is important if you live in a place that has water. I live in the desert, okay? What's more important for me probably is like learning how to ride a horse, which I should maybe learn how to do someday, because I feel like that'd be a fun side activity. That'd be a fun quest, you know? I should learn how to swim. I want this one. Nice to meet you, Dimar. I love your art style. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Appreciate it. Are you an artist as well? Are you an artist as well? Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoy your time here today. Thank you, thank you. I'm just working on some thumbnail art today. That's all I'm doing. Just working on some thumbnail art today. Nothing crazy. And just yapping. Sunscreen is important to you. Yes, I love sunscreen. I use the sunscreen that you guys got on my throne every single day. I wake up and then I wash my face and then I put on sunscreen. And that is my daily routine. My daily routine. Living in Tatooine. Literally. Just hold onto the side of the pool and then flutter your legs trying to get yourself to float up. It does. I'm telling you, Oak, people have told me every single thing. They have tried everything. Everything. And it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. They'll be watching me and they'll be monitoring me and they're just like, huh, I don't know why it's not working. That's literally the response that I have gotten before. It's just, I don't know why it's not working. And they're like, just do this. And I will copy them exactly. And they're like, yeah, I don't know why you're just, I don't know what's going on. We're just doing this. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm doing it too. And it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I've tried to learn how to float my entire life. And I've had every single person who was able to do it try and teach me. And every single one of them is like, yeah, it just for some reason just doesn't work with you. I don't know why. I don't know why. I can do scuff art or chibis, but finding a true art style is hard for me. Oh, that makes sense. It took a long time for me to figure out an art style. But the way I would say to find your art style is learn the rules first. So like as crazy as it sounds, right? If you're into anime and you're like, oh, I just want to do like cartoon characters, like simplified cartoon characters. Doing an actual like anatomy study, learning how the human body actually works, and you know, doing like proper, quote unquote, proper like traditional art, or like traditional studies will help you figure out an art style. Because it's kind of like an art style is really just breaking the rules But you have to know the rules before you can break them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You gotta learn how to break the rules. And in order to do that, you have to know the rules first. Hi Rex, nice to see you today. Teacher be like, Deemer sunk again. No, that's literally it. Like, I don't know what's wrong with my body. I think maybe my hypothesis to this is literally that my lung capacity is just very small. And everyone else just has like a larger lung capacity than me. And so that's why it's really easy for them to float. But I can't float because my lungs just aren't big enough. Something like that. Sucks to be you, I guess. No, that's literally, yeah, that's exactly how it is. That's exactly how it is. It's just like, well, I don't understand what's going on with you. Oh well. Oh well, oh well. It's the curse of being part sucky vamp soup. Vamps can't swim like, oh, that's true. Vampires can't cross moving water. Something like that, right? That's like the old tale. I don't know what you call it, the traditional thing. Vampires can't cross water. Very true. I feel like anatomy is something I'm still learning, and rendering is the other hard thing for me. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Just keep practicing. You got it. You got it. You got it. I have many hours in art, and even then, I still feel like, I could do better. Hello, Duchess. Are you Dutch? Hi, Razan. Welcome in. Thank you for the first time chat. I am not. Actually, that's the first time anyone's asked me if I'm Dutch, just from the name Duchess. Usually people ask me if I'm Russian, which I'm also not. Most people, when they pop in and they see my name, they're like, are you Russian? Because apparently Dima is a male, common Russian male name, which I wish I had known before I became a VTuber low-key, because now I can never just have the name Dima as like my tag, because there are too many random Russians out there who have the name Dima. And it makes me so sad because I just want my name to be just Dima on Twitch. But that will never happen because there are too many people named Dima on Twitch already. I think the person who has the name Dima is like some random account with like, I don't even know if they've ever streamed. It's just like some random Russian guy who's just holding on the name. And I'm so sad. Sergey Dimanov. I just assume you were the Duchess of our realm. Yes, that's correct. I mentioned this last stream because I've been watching Welcome to Derry, which is the new It TV series. I realized I'm Pennywise. Lore-wise, my VTuber is Pennywise. You know, just like a shape-shifting cosmic entity. A shape-shifting cosmic entity. That's literally what Pennywise is, man. That's literally what Pennywise is. We're the same. We're the same. I'm Pennywise. So I also want to do a doodle today of me just... I want to draw me as Pennywise today. At some point. After I finish these thumbnails. I want to work on the art for these thumbnails first. And then we'll get to that. I'm gonna be careful then. We all float down here. I already read that. My bad. We all float down here. The clown that steals all the children's soup. And yeah, soup as in their spinal fluid. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. Speaking of it, there's a new episode that's going to be coming out on Sunday, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. I really like the TV series a lot. I've been enjoying it quite a bit. I feel like it's been really interesting. Collarbone. Oh yeah, also you guys don't forget Monday is the new outfit. Monday's the new outfit. So I hope that you guys can make it to that because I think it'll be very fun. We have a new outfit reveal on Monday. I don't know what I'll be doing that day. I guess it'll just be a debut day. We'll just yap and I'll just show off the new outfit. And that's about it. That's about it. You're not the same. Pennywise creeps me out because he's an adult clown going after children. You are cute. Actually, have you seen those figurines? They make figurines of like horror movie characters, but they make them like sexy. They turn them into like sexy women. Like I think there's one for frick, what's his name? Like Freddy from sorry, this song is so catchy. Freddy from Nightmare on 13th Street? That's the name of that show, right? Am I crazy? Nightmare Before the 13th. Nightmare Before Christmas. Freddy, yeah, Freddy Krueger. They have like a pretty model for it. Hold on, what is it called? Dude, look at this. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Copy image. Have you guys ever seen these before? They have like they make like sexy anime figurines of like horror movie characters. There's even one for Jason too. They're like the Bishoujo statues. Hold on, let me show you this one. Hold on. Oh. Sexy Jason Voorhees, I can't imagine. Well, you don't have to because look. Wow. Wow, wow. They're so cool. I think they've made like a bunch of them too for different horror movie characters. Oh my god, yeah, they do have a Pennywise one. Hold on. Let me show you this. There is a Pennywise Bishoujo figure. Look at this. Let me get it pulled up. Hold on. Isn't it cute? What? Huh? What? Who? What did you? What? Huh? See? You understand now? Look at it. Look. We all float down. Oh, that's cool. Look, they have like the little Georgie's paper boat. If you are ever wondering what your favorite horror movie monster would look like as a cute anime girl, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. So I feel like I should put I will have my Dima model. I'll draw a picture of me as that too. Still can't get over the clown stuff. I prefer the other two. You not into clowns? What you got against clowns, man? Clowns are just there to make you smile.
Hi.
Isn't that cute?
I lurked for a bit. Happy
Hi.
birthday to Dimasis. That cake looks
Aw,
pretty
thank
good,
you.
DimaTHUMBSUP. Also, you are simply more dense than water.
Either you have a low body fat for a woman or your muscles are more dense, which wouldn't be a surprise since you did boxing, Pilates, weightlifting. Yeah, it could be that. Well, I haven't done like an intense workout like that in a long time. So what you're saying is I need to get fat. I need to get chubby and then I'll be able to float. Is that what you're saying? Wait, is it easier for like fat people to float then? We all float down here, but some of us float more than others. Is that a thing? Like if you're like chubby, can you float easier? I don't know about that. Talking about sexy, did you see the pyramid head artwork that's going around? No. What? Send, please. Source? Is that Day? Hi Day. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good one.
Dense than water.
Fat is less dense than water. So if you have more fat, does that mean that it's easier for you to float? So then how come Olympic swimmers aren't aren't really fat? I guess they just have like a really low body fat. Is it like, I don't know, horseshoe theory? You have to be on one of the extreme ends I don't know about that. You know, everyone in my family can swim. It's actually really messed up. How come everyone in my family can swim, but I can't swim? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? It's not fair. Might just be a core thing. My core is so strong, but my core is literally one of the strongest parts of my body. I used to do hella Pilates. I could plank for like 5 minutes without breaking a sweat. It was really easy. You brace your core or like just kind of let it go when you try to swim. I have done both and it made zero difference for me. It made zero difference for me. Because people have also told me like, oh, you gotta like flex your core or whatever. And then I'll try doing that and nothing changes. Nothing changes. Hi, Leonidas. Welcome in. Hi, hope you're having a good day. Hope you're doing well, Deemer. I'm doing good today. It's not Twitch friendly. Do not share that artwork. Oh! Wait, you sent me a link? Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Where? Yoko des. Huh? Let me send you a link. Oh, okay, Akuma is on top of it. Pause. Oh! Wait, no, I have seen this one. Yes, I have seen this one. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I liked it. I saw it on Twitter. It was like immediate like. That's some good stuff right there. That's some good content. 5 minutes? Yeah, the swim debuff stays. I just can't swim. It's not fair. It's not fair. It makes me so sad that I can't swim. I wish I could swim.
Yes, it easier to float for fat PPL. That is why
Really?
I can barely float now. Dima kek, and my theory is that Olympic swimmers probably also push
a bit upwards to prevent them from sinking. They're just stronger than the water. I see. Me was instant. It's so good. That art is so good. I cannot show it on Twitch. It is not TOS safe. But it's a really nice piece. It's a really nice piece. It's a very, very good piece. If you're on Twitter at all, you'll probably see it at some point. If you follow any like art circles. Because yeah, I did see that go viral this past week. And it was just an immediate like for me. I was like, this is good art. This is good art. This is good art. This is good. Good content. Hold on, let's see. I feel like the shoulders are still too small. I look like a child. I don't want to look like a child. I just want to look like chibi-ish. I just want to look kind of chibi-ish. I don't want to look like a child. I'm so excited to show you guys the new outfit. Once that one drops, I'm gonna use that one for like the rest of my life. Until I get bored and make a new outfit. Because I can't choose. This is the issue with being the artist of your own VTuber model. Is that you always want to make more outfits and things. I just always want to make new outfits, and I can't like stick with a theme for very long without being like, I want something new now. You have a lot of skills? Like what? Like what? Got Clip Studio Paint. Now I'm spending so long sorting out brushes. Oh, if you want some good brushes, just get the Rhino Tuna brush. Rhino Tuna. This is like my favorite brush. I also use the mono brush It looks like this. Mono brush. And then I just typed in like flat square brush and I got this one. I don't know what it's called because I can't read it. But these are the 3 brushes that I use. I use them for everything. I use them for everything. These are my absolute favorite brushes. Especially the Rhino Tuna brush. Hold on. I have the density up really high. But it's a very good brush for like blending. It's a very nice like blending brush. 10 out of 10. Very good stuff. Highly recommend. I've been using this square brush for the most part though lately. There's just something nice about having a square brush. The curve of like, how do I explain this? When you first start off drawing, you kind of have this thought of like, oh, brushes are the most important thing. Brushes are super, super important as an artist, and I can only draw this way if I have the brushes that the pros have. A lot of people have that thought when they first start off with digital art. They're like, oh, my art's not good enough because I need a specific brush or whatever. And then as you progress and you draw more, you hit a point where you're like, nah, brushes don't really mean anything. Because you can kind of just make anything as long as like you can make something good with any kind of brush, you know? That's like the intermediate curve that you hit. Start off here and then you hit like this curve here, like beginner, and then intermediate, and then you hit like advanced. You hit the advanced level and then you kind of realize, wait, no, brushes are actually really important for optimization. You go through these cycles. You're a beginner, you're like, everything, the brush is the most important thing. And then you realize, no, brushes don't actually matter. And then you go all the way back around and you're like, brushes matter, but for a different reason. Dima, will you be going to the North Pole? Why? You want me to leave? Fine, maybe I will. Fine, maybe I will, fine. Good at tech and can draw, can sing, knowledgeable. I'm glad that you have this perception of me. It's very sweet. It's a very, very sweet perception that you have of me. Because I see myself and I'm like, wow, I can barely function. I see myself and I'm like, wow, I'm barely functioning. To help out Santa. You know, if Santa looks like Claus from that movie, from the movie Claus, yeah, I'm packing my bags. Bye, bro. Goodbye. You'll see me never again. I'm gonna become Mrs. Claus. I'm going there to to marry Santa Claus. The issue, he needs help because he's been lonely for too long. But it's okay, I'll be there soon. I'll be there soon. I think when me and Sil were doing the Smasher Pass, not Smasher Pass, we were doing the Hear Me Out. I'm pretty sure she had claws on her list. And I agreed so fast. I was like, yeah. No, I agree with you. Sorry, I'm hiccupy. I completely agree with you. So, you're coming to Finland? Finland! Is that where the movie took place? I thought that... I actually had no idea where he was supposed to be located. I had no idea where the movie was actually located. Was the movie set in Finland? Is that where it was?
My inner demons. Santa needs help with emptying his sack.
I'll help him empty his sack, if you know what I mean. Honestly, the brush thing is valid for all art. When I started Warhammer painting, I got the highest recommended brush I could. Then I used synthetic brushes that I could toss after like 3 months of use and replace for a while. And then I got another high-end one. It's insane how the exact same thing, but with a proper technique, can make such a big difference. Right? Right? It's true. It's true. At some point you realize, like, I don't know, you get to a point when you're advanced enough to be like, I just need these brushes for optimization. These brushes are actually very important, but for the sake of optimization. Someone else do it, I give up. Hiccup. Hiccup. Everyone, type your tasty score. Did you guys check your tasty scores today? Exclamation point tasty. You guys can see how delicious and soupy you are today. When I got back to proper ones, it felt like the low quality ones were actually actively fighting me when I tried using the gum. Yeah, right? Right. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, 8%, 36%. Oof. 81%. Ooh. Good stuff. Always forget tasty. It's okay. I need to update the command so that it's like something that you can just redeem from the menu instead. I feel like that would be cute. It's like your daily tasting, your daily soup tasting. I feel like that would be a cute thing to have. Yeah, this is good enough. I like this. Multiply. And let's just do like a flat layer. With digital art, also hi Dave, welcome in. Howdy. With digital art, I only ever started improving when I started to use a brush with a fixed size and no pressure sensitivity. Yeah, you know, I think I have like barely any pressure sensitivity on my brush. That's just kind of what I prefer. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of like not having the pressure sensitivity on. It's it feels like I have more control in a way. But I guess everyone's different. I've definitely seen pros who keep the pressure sensitivity on, but I sort of like having it off because I tend to draw like I'm sculpting. And I realize that it's easier to get hard edges when I have less mixing going on or blurring going on with the tool. And then afterwards, if I need blurring, then I'll just go in and I will manually blur things instead of letting the brush do it for me. For some reason that just felt a little more natural to me. Hi Dave, I hope you're having a good day. Yes, please. I loved Has Been. What a ride. Oh my god, I gotta get caught up. I feel like I just haven't really been in the mood for like a... What do you call it? I haven't been in the mood for like a musical in a little bit, I think. That's the only reason why I've been putting it off. Because, you know, if you end up watching something when you're not in the mood for it, sometimes you have like a worse opinion of it. You know? I feel like I can be more critical of things if I am not in the mood for it. So I wanted to wait until I was more in the mood to watch Has Been Hotel before I started watching some of the other episodes of it. While I see the screen, we draw on young Dima. I wanted it to just be like a chibi-ish version, but it kind of looks like, yeah, I kind of just look younger in this. It's fine though. It's not that important. This is fine. This is fine. Do not close the gap. Higher tolerance. There we go. Oh. Alright, that's perfect. I didn't think I'd be into the song, but I was dead wrong. Hell joke. Haha. Pressure sensitivity on digital brushes is like cooking. You can always add ingredients, but you can't take them away. Having to just put in a little more work and time is a solid trade-off for having control over what you're making. I agree. I agree. I've definitely seen plenty of pro artists though.
I'm trying to hydrate, not get horny.
they enjoy having the pressure sensitivity there, but
There is a chance we
I
will
don't
have
know.
Ava streaming Haspin on Discord. Also, you know what else you need to keep up with?
Oh,
Cinderella Grey.
Cinderella Grey. I think another reason is I just haven't been into anime very much lately. Like animated shows and stuff. You know what I've been watching in my free time? I've been watching The Nanny. I don't know if anyone knows about that show. It's like a show that came out in like the early 90s. And ooh, I like that actually. Yeah, we'll keep that. It's a show that came out in the early 90s and Sin Gray mentioned, hi Noodle, I'm stuck in traffic, Dima. No! Blast everyone else away with your mind. It's difficult to make something look chibi if you do not have the body to see a reference with the proportions. It can be. I know how to make chibi stuff, but this is like a more... I don't know, the style is different than I usually do. Honestly, the best way to just make things less chibi is you just push the proportions to be a little different. Like right now, I feel like it's reading as more like lolly because it's the eye placement is too low and the shoulders are small. Like if I just bring it up, it'll automatically just make me like look older. But let me do this. I'm on a different Vocaloid playlist. 1 second. There we go. British show? No, it's an American show. It's an American show. If you look up The Nanny Fran Drescher, you'll find the one. But it's a show that came out in like the 90s. I've been enjoying it a lot because the main couple is like super slow burn. It's been like 5 years in the show and they still haven't gotten together. And I'm just like, this is awesome. I'm just like, wow, this is great. Damn, there was an accident on the other side. Be safe. Be safe, be safe, be safe. These proportions rules are alien to me. Basically, when it comes to art, to make something look like younger, it's all about like the placement of the facial features because babies to us, like a baby's skull is mostly eyes. It's like lower on the face and the eyes are very large. So if you have something like this, it reads as like younger automatically compared to something like 1 second. Compared to something like this, where the eyes, most like humans, our eyes are in the center of our skulls. See what I mean? Proportions, wow. And so when you're drawing chibi art, typically we're going more of like the baby route. You want it to be like cute and young, cute looking and like less intimidating looking. So you usually go with models with like this sort of placement of features. And then you kind of just like simplify everything else. Boom, chibi. Easy peasy. Easy peasy, easy peasy. That's how you draw chibis. 5 years? Yeah. How are you so fast with selecting a portion of your art piece to move around / liquefy it? How am I so fast with selecting a portion of your art piece to move around? Do you mean like the strength of it? If you go... Let me scoot the window a little to the side. So if you go to the side of the screen where you're in the liquefy over here, there's like a few settings here. If you bump up the strength, then it'll make it like easier to move around, essentially. You bump the strength up. The hardness as well will give it like more of a... It essentially makes it so that there's less like blurring on it. Like you can kind of just take the entire section and move that one section. Like you moved your eyes, but not the hair in between your eyes. Hair in between your eyes? I don't know. I think I'm just a pro. Like if you just like select, if you're just very careful with it, you can like move things and not like the face, you know what I mean? Like the hair itself is still moving with it, but I'm just being I'm being gentle about it. Like that. See? Bum 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 ba ba da 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 ba ba bum bum bum. You only work on one layer? No, I have the multiply layer is my line art layer, and then I have this one underneath. But it honestly just depends on what I'm feeling. I don't have like a very strict method I go with where I'm like, all right, first I do the line art, and then I do this, and then I do this, and then I do this. I kind of just, whatever piece I hop into is what I'm feeling in the moment. It's just whatever I'm feeling in the moment, and then I'll just go with that. You can also lasso and liquefy to move only that part. Yes, that is also a thing. Take the lasso tool like that, and then you use the liquefy. You can also take those sections and move it like that too. Correct. Your master like Diva, you can do it in any order you want. Because I feel like my approach to art is very not specific. I don't know. Like, it depends on the style of the piece too. You know, if I want something to be painterly, which is usually what I gravitate towards, is I kind of like more of like a loose painterly kind of style. Then I'll just work on one layer or two layers. If I'm working on, say, like merchandise where the lines need to be very precise and clean, then I will specifically have like a layer for line art and a layer for color, that kind of thing. Like for my, let me pull up a picture of it. Right, like for my waifu wears thing, like this is yeah, like you can tell it was like I did the line art and stuff first, and everything was very clean and precise. Because that was the vibe I was going for. It was the style I was going for. But then for like Bug's piece, where did it go? For like Bug's piece that we did yesterday, this is all just like one layer. Hold on, how do I move? Which? Like I just had the one layer essentially that I was working on because I wanted to be more of a painterly kind of thing, and then afterwards I would just add other layers on top. So it really just depends on whatever mood I'm in. I'm not gonna lie, or what the point of the project is. Since this is just gonna be like a YouTube thumbnail, I'm not gonna go painterly with it. I just want it to be something kind of like flat and simple. Be a self-taught genius is what you were saying. No, I just look into what how other people did it, and then I just experiment. I don't think you guys realize that I've been an artist for like, I don't know, like 15 years. So my skills, I honestly feel like I'm not where I want to be as like someone who's been drawing for so long. But that's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I don't know. I still just like to experiment and things as well with my art. I like experimenting. copy the master to be a master. That's true. Master studies are very important. Like, I've seen so many videos of other digital artists. Like, the way I learned how to do digital art was watching people do speed paints a long time ago. I watched people do speed paints when I was younger, and I was like, whoa, this is so sick. How did they get this effect? And then after I watched them do it, I would add that to my arsenal. Be like, all right, now I know how to do it too. And you do that for years and 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 years. And then it starts to just become natural for you, you know? I kind of feel like it's the same thing with any skill, really. You know, like for example, if I want to learn how to play the guitar, I would watch other people play guitar. And I would watch like the pros play guitar and be like, oh, how did they do this thing? How did they do that? And then you practice that skill. Same thing with art. I would watch speed painters draw, and then I'd be like, whoa, how do I do that? And then I would practice it as well. And you just keep doing that forever and ever and ever. Unless it's swimming. That I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. That one is outside of my realm. I don't know how to swim. I get it, I really do, but I still hate that the answer is plain old effort. I know, right? I also hate that. It's okay, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. And you're just like, damn it, it really is just practice. Frick! It's like, dang it, the way to get good at this really is just practice. This is messed up. This is messed up. Found my like grandma's old sewing machine today. It made me remember her, but I thought about making some interior pieces to my car with it. You should! You totally should. That'd be fun. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it and you're cool. Uh-oh, I want this one. This one, this one. Oh. Huh? Why are you selecting that? Hold on. Let me hide this real quick. Select this thing. Is the one time my hyper focus comes in actually useful to me? Yeah, no, same. I'm definitely the type to hyper focus. I think that's the reason why I got decent at art, is because I can sit here for hours and hours and hours and not move, and I will just work on art forever. This is all I will do all day. I don't need to take breaks. I just need to draw. Which is like a good thing and a bad thing, because on one hand, I tend to forget about time. Time will escape me very often. And also, like you can hear me already, I struggle with multitasking. Like it's hard for me to talk and draw at the same time. So there are good things and bad things about being the type of person who hyper focuses. If you're the type to hyper focus, then you can practice things very easily. I just get locked in, you know? I get really locked in, and it's easy for me to do that. But oh. The amount of times I forget to eat and drink while I'm focusing is insane. Yeah, exactly. I think the machine is from the 90s or 2000s. I don't know how to use it, but I think it could be fun. Some machines have kind of always been the same, to be honest. So, once you learn how to use one, you kind of already know how to use all of them. And it doesn't take very long to learn how to use a sewing machine either. I learned how to use a sewing machine when I was like in middle school. And it stuck with me my whole life. Like even now, I bet I could thread a sewing machine easily. What's your longest brain off paint on session? Mine was 16 hours. Mine was probably like, yeah, mine is probably the same too. 16, 17 hours, something like that, because I just lock in. You lock the frick in. It's like I would wake up, I would draw, and then when it was bedtime, I would go to sleep. Like that. You wake up, you draw, you go to sleep. Hi, Twist. Welcome in. 16, 17. Stop. Happy Friday and starting weekend. Happy Friday, honey. Happy Friday, happy Friday. Hope you're having a good Friday. $16, 17 hours of just art. Damn, when playing League, my max was like half of or a third of this. I hyper focus really badly. When I was playing Stardew Valley, I would do the same thing where I would spend the entire day playing Stardew Valley and then I would go to sleep. And then I wake up and I'll play Stardew Valley and then I go to sleep. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that's about. I'm just the type to hyper focus on things. It's like a good thing and a bad thing because I forget to take care of myself sometimes. But at the same time, it's made me. It's like really easy for me to practice, I guess. Like it's easy for me to just sit down and practice if I want to. I can do that. I can do that. Which I heard it can actually be a type of like ADHD even, where like you forget about time essentially. It's like also a common ADHD symptom. And I've wondered if I have ADHD before because I heard that ADHD can be passed down. Like if your family, if it's like common for your family to have ADHD, then you might also have ADHD. Something like that. It can be hereditary. And I'm pretty sure my siblings all have ADHD. And you know, sometimes I'll be talking to like my mom and she will just like, how do I explain it? She acts a lot like my friends who are diagnosed with ADHD, where she like has a lot of difficulty. She has a lot of difficulty just like focusing in on a conversation. Yeah, mine's linked to ADHD. I have no perception of time, so I'm useless if you ask me how long something is going to take. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've wondered before too, if I might have ADHD, but I've never gone and got it checked. So I don't know. I might have ADHD, but I might not. I don't really know what to do with this. Oh. There we go. See, because my siblings are the type to not lock in. They have the more like traditional, I guess, type of ADHD tendencies.
You're Asian. ADHD
does exist for you. Dude, my mom says that like all the time.
Irresponsible or easily distracted.
When we're like we'll talk to my mom and we'll be like, dude, I think that you gave us ADHD. And she's like, no, I don't have anything like that. that's not true. And then we'll be talking to her and then she'll just like zone out. And then she'll just start like a different conversation. She does this all the time where we're like talking to her and then like mid conversation she'll just switch to like a completely different topic. And I don't know if it's just because she's like getting older but like she's done this kind of her whole life. So I'm like, maybe she has ADHD. I don't know. Not like she would ever get a diagnosis though. I don't think that she thinks it's a real thing. Hi Pablo, welcome in. Nice to see you today. I'm kind of weird. I have like a mild ADHD or so the doctor said. You know what I learned about? Apparently, peanut allergies. Sorry, I'm just like completely switching the topic. Peanut allergies are less common these days. Did you guys know this? When I was a kid, like everyone I knew, or not everyone I knew. Oh my god, there were so many kids in my class who had peanut allergies. There was always at least one kid every year who had a peanut allergy. And now, it's actually like pretty rare to have a peanut allergy, or it's like rarer. It's like rarer to, sorry, my voice is tired today. Can you hear it? Yesterday, I spent the whole day doing karaoke, so my voice is kind of tired today. But apparently peanut allergies are less common these days because the method back in the day was if your kid has peanut allergy, like a baby, you like notice that your kid who's like a baby or whatever has a peanut allergy, you're supposed to not feed them it. You know, it's like do not expose them to any peanut. Do not expose them to more peanut. But the recommendation nowadays is that you should expose them to peanuts and stuff, because then they might grow out of it. There's like a higher chance of them growing out of it there's a higher chance of the kid growing out of it if you expose them to peanuts. So less kids have peanut allergies nowadays, which I thought was just super interesting. Imagine what life was like before people knew about allergies. Yeah, these peanut things are kind of sus. They're not poisonous, but sometimes people just suffocate after touching them. A lot of people died. That's just how it was. You know, modern knowledge has really helped us come very far. Back in the day, you literally just died. That's just it. Do not the nut. Airy, hi Airy. Back to the sewing machine talk. I got a sewing machine driving license in elementary school. What? They gave you like that's cute actually. Give you a license for it. That's cute. They're like, congratulations. You know how to use a sewing machine. You're allowed to use a sewing machine. That's cute. I'm sure past people would attribute it to some sort of moral failure. They still do that today. You know, there's a lot of people that still don't believe allergies are real. Just like the other day, I swear I saw like an article where there was like some grandma that like fed her grandchild like peanuts or something. Because they were like, no, that's not real. You're not actually allergic. And so they fed them like peanuts and then the kid like went into anaphylactic shock and died. Something like that. So there are still people out there that are like, no, allergies aren't real. My mom did that one time too to my older brother, where she was like, you know what? I think that your allergy, actually, you're just being dramatic with it. And then my older brother had to use his EpiPen because he was like, why did you feed me peanuts? It's like, mother, you've known my older brother has a peanut allergy for his entire life. And then she still went and fed him peanuts because she was like, well, maybe he's just faking it. And then he had to use an EpiPen. We were like, what the frick? Why did you do that? Reginald died after eating a peanut, but peanuts aren't poisonous. Surely it's a punishment from God. True. You should check the drawings. Okay. Let me see. Oh my god, I think my Go is broken. It's not letting me move my camera for some reason. Weird. Move. On multiplayer room. That's not what I want.
Subbing to Dima the Duchess on Twitch.
Ah!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Alright, I'll have to check the go room later. For some reason, my instance is broken. My instance of Go is currently broken. It is not letting me move the camera around for whatever reason. Also, Prime, thank you so much for 7 months. Thank you. I hope you're having a good day. How are you? Thank you, Prime. Thank you so much for the 7 months. Thank you for supporting me. That really means a lot to me. Thank you. Thank you. Haven't heard this song in so long. I love Vocaloid. I've been on a Vocaloid kick lately again. Just a chill guy, 99. Thank you for the follow. Hi, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. I always think of that meme of the dog who's in like the jean jacket, you know? Or is he in a jean jacket? I can't remember now. But I know he's like in blue jeans or something. Just a chill guy. I'm lucky to not have any allergies. I am not allergic to any foods, but I have like really bad seasonal allergies. You guys know about this. You guys already know about this. My seasonal allergies are like actually debilitating. There are some weeks where like I'm like barely awake essentially because I'm like so hooked up on Benadryl. I'm just popping bennies left and right and just hoping that like springtime can end. That's the one thing I don't like about summertime. Summertime and springtime. This is why fall is the GOAT for me. Is because I don't get any allergies around the fall time really. It's so nice. Everything is just like dead. Everything's dying already in this fall time, and so I don't have to worry about it. It's great. I'm allergic to chocolate. I'm so sorry. I love chocolate. What's the name of this song? It's on the tip of my tongue. Fukirata? Yeah, that's what it is. Wait, I want to listen to Lon's version. Lon's version is the best version of this song. Other than the original. My daddy. Oh, I'm a cassette. You're gonna eat it all. 君たち君はここにいるのバスでまた先でしょいい加減に小指から見えないと主張しない I love this song. Yeah, there's a Hololive cover they did of it before. Are you ready? いつでも I love you 君に take a kiss me 忘れない彼ら僕の大事なメモリー Who sings this version? Lon. Lon. Or the what is it called? Hiragana? Here's the hiragana. Alright, this is one of the thumbnails I needed. That's my love to you. To you. We're gonna work on the other one now. Dude, I gotta rest my voice. Wait, I want to adjust this a little. Stay with me. 真夜中のドアを叩き I said I need to rest my voice. I was singing all day yesterday. But it's so catchy. Moi moi kyun? Done. Yeah. In Japanese, the L and R sound is pretty interchangeable. So you can say Ron, you can say Ron. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Mm. 愛とは違うものだよと。だんだら手入れたそんな気もするわ。二度目の冬で聞いた離れていたあなたの心を振り返ればいつもあなたを感じていたの Stay with me 真夜中のドアを叩きOh, thank you so much for the follow. Hi, welcome in. Katak titties. Titties. Welcome in, titties. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you so much for the follow. Hi. How's your Thanksgiving? It was good. It was good. It was good. It was good. I ate a lot of food. If you want to go back and watch the VOD, because we talked about it in the beginning of stream, feel free to do so. Oh wait, no, Twitch has the feature now where you can rewind, right? If you want to go back in the stream, we talked about Thanksgiving and I showed off the food that I made and stuff. So feel free to look back at that. Hi, welcome in, Katak Titties. Welcome in. Let me know how you want to be called. Otherwise, I will call you Titties. Hi, Titties. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, stay with me. Stay with me. Your voice is so beautiful. I'm glad you think so. It's so crunchy right now. My voice is literally so crunchy. How do I want to draw this? Stay with me. Like this. Stay with me. Is that Wolf's Hunt? Hi, Wolf's Hunt. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a good one. Stay with me. Oh, we've made it to the City Pop playlist now. I kind of want to do an English cover of this song. Hey, City. Ah. 손가락 obesity. 아, que tomete. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Please do that cover. It's so expensive, though. I gotta pay so much money. Na, 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 na. I've honestly been considering picking up some like audio software so that I can learn how to just like mix and tune my vocals myself. That way I can save a little bit of money on things, because dude, making covers is expensive when you have like other people do everything. Leave the money to me. You just do a covers, please. I feel so bad. I feel bad asking for so much, though. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. True. They're expensive. I gotta start learning how to make my own covers. Maybe that's what I gotta put on my throne next, is mixing software. I'll just learn how to make covers by myself. What am I doing wrong? Why are all my Oshis humble and not money hungry? I feel like I don't. There's too much. You know, that's too much. That's just too much. That's just too much. Que tomete. Time to learn Reaper. Time to learn Reaper. Reaper is like a recording program, but I don't know if you can actually do like vocal tuning and stuff in it. Can you? Can you? Can you? Is that a thing? Oh. I want to change the pose a little. Yes. This is more of the vibe I'm going for, I think. Hi Oni, how are you doing today? Welcome in. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. I'm bald. I have a friend who does covers and stuff. She uses Reaper, so like I know you can just record vocals in it, but I don't know if Reaper actually has like mixing properties and stuff in there too. I should look into that. I'm doing all right. How about you? I'm doing okay. Or maybe it's like plugins, you know? Like even if you have Reaper, you still have to get like Melodyne or whatever program. But I think they might have like plugins to work in Reaper. We must ponder the orb. Oh yeah, I got my car ready for winter. Let's go! Congratulations! Have to wake up in less than 7 hours. I should really sleep now. Good night, Nolamer. Get some good rest. You guys, can you please tell Nolamer good night? Good night, Nolamer. I hope that you can sleep well. And I hope you have good dreams. And I hope you take care of yourself. Good night.
I'm trying to hydrate, not get horny.
Thank you for the hydrate. I need some sippy sippies. Whoa, 99%. Let's go. GG's. Like Mob. I love Mob. I kind of want to rewatch Mob Psycho again. Bum, 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 bum. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Da 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 da. Na 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 na. My true love. It's too late. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. True love. Na 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 na. Oh my gosh, you guys! So the other day I was on Twitter. My first mistake. My first mistake was I was on Twitter. Also, hold on. Let me turn the. There we go. Sorry if the audio was too loud for you guys. I didn't realize. I was on Twitter the other day, and there was this person who made a post that was essentially like, you know, maybe I'm not cut out for streaming or whatever. They were like, I've been streaming for like a lot of years, and it just kind of hurts when like my viewership is low, or something like that. So they were just kind of like expressing that they, I don't know, they were just like venting a little bit, you know, which is fine. Which is fine. They were just venting a little bit. And then someone went into their comments and they were essentially like, here's like some advice for you or whatever. And they were basically just like, you know, the honestly the advice that they gave them was like pretty good. It was just like, hey, this is what like I could see you improving on if you want to. And then the person who made the first post where they were like kind of venting, they blocked that person. Yeah, they ended up blocking them. And then that person, like the person that gave the advice, tweeted out and they were like, I tried to give them advice, but I guess they didn't want to hear it or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, like I wonder why they blocked them. Like honestly, they were pretty nice about like what they said, and they gave like pretty good advice, whatever. And so then I went on their page, and their like pinned post, or like the first thing that they like I saw on their page was just them like using a bunch of slurs. And I was like, wow, this really is like a certified Twitter moment. Certified Twitter moment. I was like, I see. Okay, no, I get why they blocked. I get why they blocked. Okay. Alright, never mind. Classic. Literally, like, classic Twitter moment. I was like, oh. I see. This Is that brown? Yeah, it's in brown. This is why we can't have nice things. Dude, it was honestly kind of funny because I was like, I was not expecting that. This is why I gotta stay off Twitter, dude. Certified Twitter moment. This is like, what the frick? My brown? I like the brown. I like brown more than the black line art because I feel like it's just softer. A little softer on the eyes, you know? Going in with like the black feels just a little bit harsher. But I prefer the brown line art a little bit more. Give me what Poopy just like the earth. Natural earth tones. Yeah, you know, I just kind of stopped using black line art for the most part because it just feels kind of harsh. It depends on the piece though. That's the thing. Like nothing in art is everything that I do is like just depending on whatever mood I'm in. I don't have like a set formula for any kind of art that I do. But typically I like to work in brown line art just because it feels less harsh. And then if I want to go in later, I can always, you know, I can always just do this if I want to have black line art afterwards. It's just something, just depends on my mood. Black line art is a little too flashy. Yeah, I would say so. But it depends on the mood. You know, if you want the piece to look very dynamic, I think black line art looks really nice with that. Since the vibe of this piece is something just very, very soft. This piece is a lot softer. So I wanted the line art to mimic that. Or to give off cuter vibe. Typically, I'll work in black line art if I want the piece to be dynamic. Gonna be at a dentist appointment on Monday. Oh, good luck. Good luck, good luck. I'm so scared of the dentist, man. The dentist always just stresses me out. Black line art is the opposite of flashy. It's kind of just like... It's just a different vibe. It's just like harsher. Just a bit of a harsher vibe. But I want this piece to be cute. So that's why I'm using brown. Because it's just softer. I just want something with a soft vibe. The ad break is finishing now. Welcome back from the ads, chat. If you were stuck in ad help, welcome back. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna go back to our Vocaloid playlist, actually. Let's listen to this one. I love this song, but I want to listen to something else. This one. Oh. Alright, there we go. My ads! Welcome back from the ads. I agree with Ray's here. Wait, what did they say? Hold on. You can up the music a bit. Are you sure it's not too distracting, is it? Is this okay? It's a more solid, sharper cutout type of color. It's good when you need thick line art or something that pronounces the outlines more. But if you want something soft or less impacty or have a more hand-drawn feel, you go with something like brown or a lighter shade of some kind of darker color. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's C. Hi, C. I hope you're having a good day. It's not as good. All right, perfect. Let me know if you guys ever want me to like adjust audio things. I am more than happy to do that. Because here's the thing, chat. Also, again, I've said this before, but if you're ever at like a streamer's stream and you're like, wow, the audio sounds bad, or like the mixing is not right, like something's too loud or too quiet, please always tell the streamer, because I feel like audio stuff is like the most important thing when it comes to streaming. Really, audio is so important, because if you click on a stream and then you're like, wow, I can barely hear this person, or you're like, wow, I can't, I don't know, whatever, you know, if you can't like hear it, it's like, damn, I'm just gonna click off. You know what I mean? Music level is perfect for you. I think on the YouTube side, yeah, YouTube side doesn't even get music, I think, right? At least it shouldn't, because I have it set up so that it's not gonna, yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to, I can't talk, sorry. I literally can't talk today, exactly. The music will play on the Twitch side, but it won't play on the YouTube side because I have the audio track split up. Let's check. Yep, yeah. No audio on the YouTube side. So if you guys are like, wow, I don't like this playlist, you guys can always watch me on the YouTube side. You guys can always watch me on the YouTube side. Just a scratchy sound from the brush strokes. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I just I have the audio split up, so there shouldn't be any audio on the YouTube side. Because, damn, dude, they are very, very strict about copyright. YouTube is super strict about copyright stuff. But for Twitch, as long as you just like split the VOD, they're pretty chill about it. It's our favorite conductor. There's nothing that can distract me from a master at work. Me? Am I the master at work? I'm getting kind of sleepy. I'm sleepy. I don't want to take a nap today.
Yes, Dima, you are the master at work.
Me? I'm not even doing anything. I'm just sitting here. Thank you, Amna. Thank you for the 100 biddies. Yeah, YouTube will like literally just nuke the stream. They'll kill the stream. I've only ever seen Twitch kill a stream if it was like someone was like streaming a movie. That's the only time I've ever seen Twitch kill a stream. Someone was like streaming Morbius on Twitch and then they got bonked for that. But even then, like pretty much the entire movie had played out already. It took like a while for them to get the thing down. But YouTube is like instant. The second they like see you playing something that's copyright, they'll jump your ass. You sure it's not because it was such a terrible movie? You know, everyone says that Morbius was a terrible movie, but it was funny at least, right? I think that counts for something. Here's the thing, I would rather watch a movie that was bad and funny than a movie that was boring. I honestly think that it's more of a sin to have a boring movie. It's more of a sin that a movie is boring, in my opinion. If a movie's boring, then it's not even worth it, you know? But if a movie is just like bad, but it's funny, I think that could be worth it. Especially if you watch it like with friends. It's like when we watched Velocipaster together, you know? That movie's sick. Is it a good movie? No. But is it funny? Yes. So I think that it's worth the time. I think it's worth the time to watch that kind of a movie. Just for morbid time, that movie was worth it. See what I mean? See what I mean? I would always rather watch a terrible, funny movie. A movie that's so bad that it's good. Versus a movie that is just really, really boring. Dreamer Be Brave. What's a good movie that's actually boring? Avatar. All of the Avatar movies with the blue people, they're so boring to me. They're literally like the most boring movies, but I can recognize that, you know, like the technical caliber of those movies was very impressive for their time or whatever, you know. Like, yeah, technically they were an impressive movie. They were impressive movies. So I think that they deserve to get their flowers for that. But God, are they like the most boring movies I've ever seen in my life? That can go very wrong. I knew that Pixels was gonna be bad, but it was so bad I could not laugh at it. That's fair. That's fair. There are some movies out there that are just genuinely bad. Like they try to make them funny or whatever, and it's just not. It just doesn't hit. How dare you slander my goat like that? I'm sorry. It had to be said. Had to be said. It had to be said. Thank you. I was about to rebel until you specified blue people. No. The blue people Avatar movie. Yeah. No, I love the Avatar series. I love the Avatar series. That one's great. But yeah, the blue people movie, that was so boring to me. I was not interested at all in the politics and stuff that was happening in the movie. I fell asleep. And also the movies are like 3 hours long. Like I could not care less. I'm sorry. I could not care less. I like Avatar, but I get where you're coming from. Yeah, see, so I say like it is a good movie. Like I have to recognize that it was like impressive, at least even from just like a technical point, right? Like they're not bad movies. It's just that I guess they're not for me, you know. The movies were just not for me. That's it. All right, I'm gonna do something. Work smarter, not harder. Easy peasy. Avatar was only good because of the theater 3D tech. It failed after going to TV. Did they try and bring it to TV? What? Or do you mean like streaming? Like TV streaming services? Happy synthesizer came in the morning. How would they know? How would they know? But how would they know? The Godfather? I've actually never seen The Godfather. I'm gonna be honest. Are there any like film buffs in chat? We're like, oh my god, you've never seen The Godfather? I've never seen The Godfather. Oh wait, I'll listen to this one. 2, 3. The 3 DVDs that were sold for I see what you mean. No, that's fair. I think that there are some movies that are definitely more enjoyable when you actually watch them like on a big theater screen compared to like your TV at home, you know? Honestly, I think most movies are better when you can actually watch them in theaters. Which is why I like going to the theater when I can. But sometimes it can be really annoying when there's like people who are being very loud and disruptive at the theater too. So I feel like it's always a random chance. I feel like sometimes I'm taking a chance when I go to the theater because a lot of people actually don't have theater etiquette. It's weird. It's weird and I don't like it because like growing up, I would go to the theaters a lot with my friends because that was like movies used to be pretty cheap. Okay. I remember there used to be like a I don't know, you could get like a matinee ticket for like $5 or whatever. Like $4. It was pretty cheap back then. So when I was a teenager, my friends and I would always go to the theater together. That was like our thing. You know, we go to the mall, we go to the theater. We would hang out there. Cuz it was like cheap. You know, it's like your parents give you like $5 or whatever and then you get to go to the theater with your friends. Which is not the case anymore. God, theaters are so expensive now. But even then, when I was like younger, I knew to not be like disruptive and stuff in the theater. But now, I don't know, man. Half of the time I go to the theater, I feel like there's someone being like really obnoxious. There's like always some people in the back who are like yelling and screaming and being obnoxious or like throwing popcorn or whatever. I'm just like, holy smokes, who raised you? Some people were just not raised properly, I guess. Have you not seen it then, Deemer? It's got a great story. I haven't seen it. I've heard that it's really good. You've never seen The Godfather? Does Deemer face zoom in spook me? Ooh. Boo. Going to the cinema with friends sneaking in snacks is a good lot. Yeah, you know, that was like what you did as a teenager. But I guess, I don't know. Maybe it's like the only people that can afford to go to the theater now. Or like the only teens that can go to the theater now are like the entitled ones. It's like the entitled rich kids, you know? It's like that conversation we had yesterday about entitled tourists. I hate rich people. Law was so real when he said that. I hate rich people. Chicken jockey incident. Yeah, exactly. Like, what are we doing? I just want to like enjoy the movie that I spent all this money on, and then people go into the theater and they're loud and obnoxious, and I'm just like, maybe I should have just waited for it to come out on streaming services. Perks of living in a small town, you can sometimes have the whole room for yourself and it's still dirt cheap. Oh, that is really nice. Theater should be a quiet affair since it's public. Yeah, you know, like you're not in your living room with your friends watching the movie. There's other people around, so I don't know why. I guess some people were just not raised correctly. But I was always taught to be quiet in the theater because it's the polite thing to do. I paid to see this. I can do whatever I want. Not yesterday, the day before yesterday. Thank you. Spain cinema etiquette seems to still exist. I'm glad it is that way. I'm glad that you get to experience that still. Because, God, in some places here, it's really bad. You know, I noticed too, especially if I'm watching like an anime movie, it's really bad. I don't know what's wrong with anime adults, dude. Well, like, I went to go see like one of the My Hero movies a few years ago. Holy smokes! Like, shut the frick up! Why are we screaming? There'd be like people that are like yelling and stuff in the theater, and I'm just like, what is happening? Anime adults, dude. Some people don't have etiquette in general. This is true. This is very true. How else is everyone supposed to hear you if you don't yell? Yeah, like people would be like trying to crack jokes to the whole theater, and it's like, shut the frick up. Shut up. Shut the up. Shut up. God, dude. How else is everyone's like, God, it's so bad. Also, hi Flash. I hope you're having a good day. Hi Flash, welcome in. I can't, man. I guess, I don't know. It's weird. And I don't know why it's especially bad with anime movies. It's especially bad with anime movies. I'm like, why is everyone like yelling? Why is everyone yelling right now? Calm down! Everyone calm down. There'd be people who are like trying to make jokes and stuff in the theater. I'm just, oh brother. This guy stinks. Hi Dobble, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome in on the YouTube side. I hope that you're having a wonderful day out there. Yay! ショートケーキ、アボカドプディング、みんなこの年の。Are we gonna turn this up? Boom, 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 boom. 見ててよね。見ちゃうよ、振りに出してた。言いそうな。惹かれる、危ないよ。I'll be more quiet when we watch Sentai next. Oh no, you're fine. You're like, it's different when you're like hanging out with friends, or you're like, you know, because like when I'm watching movies with my friends, we'll be talking. And it's chill, you know? But if it's like a movie that I haven't seen before, I'm at a theater, and I want to watch the damn movie that I paid the ticket for, that's what's really annoying. You know, that's what's really annoying. I'm just like, everyone, shut up, I'm trying to enjoy the movie. You know? That's what I don't like, is when people are being obnoxious in the theater. I hate that. Dun, 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 dun. I'll just bombard with history because I love sharing with you. See, that's really fun for me. I love that. Like, I love that when we're all just hanging out. Like, that's totally fine. I enjoy that. But yeah, when I'm at a theater and I just wanna chill, and I just wanna watch the movie that I paid the ticket for, that's what drives me crazy. That's what drives me nuts. Let's go. I have missed a lot. Let's see. Oh, Go is let me show you. Let me show you. Go is this game. It's a productivity game thing. You can design your avatar, and you can design a room, and you can hop into other people's rooms, and it's got like timers and to-do lists, stuff like that. It's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. So if you guys want to hop in and chill in the room that I got set up, the code is up for anyone that wants to hop in. Excuse me. Sorry, I keep hiccuping. Excited for you to get into more Shinkenga. Yeah, me too. I can't wait. The next time we're gonna be doing Subbies Hangout. Will probably be, what's today? December the 9th. Because I had to move the collab with Pocky. I had to move the collab with Pocky. So the next time Subbies Hangout happens will be December 9th. Yes. And if you are available that day, Flash, I would be more than down to watch some more Super Sentai things. Gonna sleep now. Have a good night. Good night, Drage Dog. Sleep well. Everyone tell Drage good night. Good night. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Rogerson. Did I say that right? Arnir Hodregerson. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. I didn't say hi to you. Hi. Hi, hi. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good one. The dimpling changes too with the super D. Yeah, it does. Yeah, Dimple also changes colors with us too. He has a week to renew my sub too. Woohoo! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Mouth. Arnir is fine. Am I saying that right? I hope that I'm not ruining it. I hope I'm saying it correctly. But how are you doing today? Welcome in. It's nice to catch you. Welcome, welcome. We're just vibing. We're listening to Vocaloid and I'm just working on some YouTube thumbnail doodles today. Nothing crazy. I kind of just wanted to doodle today, really. I just wanted it to be like a low energy stream because yesterday was Thanksgiving, so I was yelling like the entire day. Because we did karaoke and there was dancing and stuff. We played Just Dance. So now I'm tired today. I just want to have like a nice, chill, relaxing day today. You know what? Does anyone know the lore of this song? The disappearance of Hatsune Miku? Maybe... I feel like people are not old enough to remember this. It's like Arngir. Arngir. So I pronounce the G. Arngir. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Thank you for letting me know how to pronounce your name as well. I hope that I will pronounce it correctly from now on. I'm gonna pronounce it correctly. How big are Thanksgiving celebrations? Like, how much of your family comes to visit? For me, it's just my immediate family, but that's because I don't have a ton of extended family around. But typically, if you have like a large family, Thanksgiving is a day where like all the extended family and stuff gets together, you know? Like I know like some of my friends and stuff, when I would go to their Thanksgiving parties, it would be like 50 people there. there would be a lot of people there. Hatsune Miku disappeared. Thank God we have Tato. Nope, please tell. Alright, so a long time ago, when Hatsune Miku first got like really popular on the internet, people were like Googling her a lot, right? And then I don't know exactly what happened, but basically her search got pulled off of Google. Like you couldn't find anything about Hatsune Miku. I think that maybe someone thought that it was like a meme or whatever. And so they decided to pull all of the searches about Hatsune Miku off the internet. This only happened for like a day, something like that. Like it was just an event that happened in internet history where if you tried to search up Hatsune Miku, you just like could not find anything about her. It was just this weird thing that happened with internet history. But that inspired the song that you just barely heard earlier called The Disappearance of Hatsune Miku. That's the only reason why that song exists, is because she literally did disappear off the internet for like one day. It was a very odd event. And I remember when it happened, I was alive and I was like, where's Miku? Like if you tried to search up her songs, they wouldn't appear on YouTube. If you tried to search up her on Google, she wouldn't appear. It was just like a weird random event that just happened one day. And then it got fixed. It got fixed like immediately after, but that's the reason why that song exists. Is because Hatsune Miku literally did disappear off the internet. for a moment. It was funny. But I was scared as a child. I was like, my Miku, where's my Miku? Where's Miku? What happened to Miku? It scared me as a child. I was like, am I never gonna be able to listen to Vocaloid music ever again? I got so worried. This was like a very, this event that happened in my life was like very traumatic to me as a child with too much internet access. So I was like, what happened to Miku? Where's my Miku music? It stressed me out. But then it was okay. Everything was fine. She came back. Miku always comes back. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Miku died of success. She did. It was a weird event that happened. I'm old enough, but I was never so into the lore that I cared. I just like the songs. That's fair. I only know Miku is a virtual singer, software idol, but not so much after that. You had to be there. You had to have been there. I was like a huge Vocaloid fan back in the day. Like the first cosplay I ever did was Miku. That's how much I love Miku. I was like a huge fan of Miku back in the day. And I still am. You know, I see these people who like worship celebrities. They're like, wow, I keep up on every single facet of this celebrity's life. And I'm just like, that's weird. I really don't care about celebrities. That's odd. And then I'm like, why don't they just be normal like everyone else and worship Hatsune Miku, you know? I'll never understand people who are into celebrities. And then there's me, who's just like, I love Miku so much. I love Miku so much. Everything should be Hatsune Miku. Everything in this world should have a Hatsune Miku variant. Like there should be, I don't know, Hatsune Miku everything. I want Hatsune Miku 2026 everywhere, all the time. I just love Miku. That's cool how music sprung out of such a bug. The cool thing about Vocaloid is the fan culture. I think that's the reason why I gravitated so much towards Vocaloid. Because it was like a big introduction for fan culture for me. Back in the day, you know, it was like, she was so niche. Miku was niche at one point, and it was really cool, like, learning about her and, like, learning about having, like, this community there that was, like, also really into Miku at the time. And, I don't know. The fan culture, I think, is what got me really hooked on Vocaloid. There were a lot of, like, inside jokes back in the day. It's like there were a bunch of videos that would reference other videos and creators who would reference other creators. It was just cool. You know, fan culture surrounding Vocaloid in the early days was really, really fun. You say back in the day like you aren't tracking Miku figure releases and have an entire collection. I know. Yeah, when I get my own place, I'm gonna add more Miku things. Miku items to my throne. I love Miku so much. I just love Miku so much. She makes me so happy. She makes me so happy. But the fan culture is really like, it was so fun. It was so fun. Meeting someone in school who knew who Hatsune Miku was like the coolest thing ever. It was like, oh my god, you like Miku too? I also like Miku. And it was like, wow, we both like Miku. It was incredible. It was a whole vibe. Fan communities, when they are cozy side and not toxic side, are so good. I agree. Yeah, but celebrities are lame meet people who've really gone downhill since social media became a thing. Yeah, that's true. I feel like back then, before the internet existed, it was like celebrities were kind of interesting because you only ever hear about them from like a TV interview. You know, there was like a little bit of mystery there. But I don't know, dude. Celebrities are just people, so it's like whatever. Celebrities are just people. It's whatever, you know. It's not that interesting, you know. It's not that interesting. But Hatsune Miku, I could talk about Hatsune Miku all day. I played cosplay Kaido in a performance of Daughter of Evil at a con. Oh, that's so sick. That's so sick. That's so sick. I love the outfits in that the Daughter of Evil series too. This is how I know I'm older, because I got made fun of for liking Miku and anime in general. Oh no, I did too, but I was quieter about it. You know? Like the way it was for me was like I was like a hidden fan. I was a hidden fan. I would have like maybe like one doodle of Miku on my binder. And then if someone saw it, they'd be like, "Oh, you like Miku?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." And then we'd be like, "Whoa, let's be friends on Facebook," or whatever. But it wasn't like, you know, I didn't go around talking about how much I love anime. Only if it was like a if you know kind of thing, you know? It was a if you know kind of thing. I would not like join the anime club or anything like that. I wouldn't do that. That was not me. Because I don't know. To be honest, a lot of the anime kids were really weird. Vocaloid feels like a big inspiration for tools like Suno, and I'm appreciative of them. I love Vocaloid so much. I still have my Prince Kaido jacket. I doubt it still fits me, but I have it. That's so fun, dude. I ran the anime club in my high school. Look, there were plenty of like the kids that were like really chill that were in the anime club, but a lot of the kids in the anime club were like weird where I was. Like my high school had a lot of weird kids in it, so I did not like to be there, especially because none of them showered. So I was like, I don't really want to be in the anime club. I don't want to be associated. So a lot of them were weird. They were like the type to have like, they were just like the type to not shower, dude. I was like, I'm good. I like showering actually. Thank you, but I don't want to join the club. It's okay. I was 5, 07, so we got made fun of a lot. Yeah, you know, anime used to be this really weird niche thing, and now anime is pretty mainstream, which I think is nice. I think it's cute, you know. Like I mentioned, for Halloween, I was at my parents' place and I was handing out candy to all the trick-or-treaters. And there was this girl that was dressed as Miku, and it was so cute. I was like, "Oh, I love your Miku outfit." She was like, "Thank you." She was probably just like 12 years old or something. Like she was just like a preteen kid. And I thought it was so sweet. I was like, "Oh my god, it's a Miku." I wish we had an anime club in our school. The only club we got was drama club. Oh, I see. My high school had like a decent amount of club activities. I was lucky and grateful for being able to talk about anime with my Japanese friend in elementary. Oh, that's cute. I saw a story the other day of this kid. This guy who was like, "I'm being very vulnerable. I need to tell you a story of the time I was the most racist." And he essentially went up to some kid in elementary school who was like a new student, and he had seen Scary Movie 4. So he thought that he could speak Japanese. So he went up to this random kid and was like, "Teriyaki Suzuki Honda Civic?" And then it turned out the kid wasn't even Japanese. He was like Guatemalan or something. So he went up to like some random kid and was just like sushi tsunami. And he's like, "This still haunts me. This still haunts me to this day." He's like, "I apologize. If you ever see this video, I'm so sorry." Just know that this keeps me up at night. Ah, so funny. Stop, I can't. It's so funny. That poor kid, he's just like some random child who isn't even Japanese. Hibachi Benihana Teriyaki Suzuki Honda Civic. It's so dumb. Ah, so funny, so funny. Sushi tsunami sounds delicious. I'm pretty sure there's a sushi roll at my, like at some sushi place I've been to that was called the Tsunami. Good night, Dave. Have a good one. Thank you so much for hanging out. Everyone say good night to Dave as well. Good night, good night. I hope you have a good one. Take care of yourself, okay? Get some good rest. Na, 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 na. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. Vocaloid's cool though. I don't know. It was just really, really fun back in the day learning about Vocaloid. The first video I ever saw of Miku was her concert. And I was like, whoa! Holograms! I was like, how is this anime girl? Is this real? Is this actually real? It blew my mind so hard. I thought that the technology was the coolest thing in the entire world. I hadn't seen anything like it before, and I was like, how is she real? How is she real? How is she on stage and dancing and stuff? And then after that, I just like got super deep into the rabbit hole of Vocaloid. And I had some friends in school who were also into Vocaloid, so we would like share music with each other. And it was, God, it was so fun. It was so fun being a fan of anime and Vocaloid and stuff back in the day. I unknowingly assumed my Japanese friend's family's name was Oklahoma instead of Okuyama until our violin teacher had to explain it to me. Hello, Oklahoma-san. Ohio, Oklahoma-san. That's so funny. That's so funny. That's so funny. Oklahoma-san. I was angsty and was in a writing club in high school. Really? My friends and I tried to do like a weekly writing club thing. It's like a book club, but instead of reading a book, we would write a short story every week. And we did that for like a few weeks actually. It was really fun. I got to flex my fan fiction muscles when we were doing that. It was fun. You know, it's funny, even now I feel like I still get the call every now and then of like, I kind of want to write a fan fiction. I kind of want to write a fanfic. It's like the Green Goblin mask. It calls to you. If you've ever written a fan fiction, you probably have this call every now and then too, where you're like, I kind of want to just write a fan fiction, but I probably shouldn't. But I want to, but I shouldn't. And it feels like the Green Goblin is just like calling to you. It wants you to write more to sustain its life force. I don't know what I'm saying. But sometimes I just get the urge to make a fan fiction again. Yes, do it. They're so cringe though. They're so cringe, but they're fun. They're just fun. They're just fun to make. I don't know. I did it once, but then I shared it with a friend of mine at the time and they laughed at you. No! It's okay. It's okay. I had a friend who wrote a she was really into Harry Potter when we were younger, and she wrote a Harry x Malfoy thing. And she was like, I can't stop reading it. I can't stop reading them. They're so good. I was like, why did you tell me about this? Now I'll never see you in the same light again now that I know that you goon to Harry Potter fan fictions about Harry and Malfoy. It was actually so funny though. It like caught me off guard. I was like, what the frick? She came up to me one day and she was like, I have to tell you something. You can't tell anyone. She was my best friend at the time. And I was like, okay, you can tell me. She was like, I haven't been able to put down Harry Potter and Malfoy fanfics. And I was like, shut up. Shut up, you're lying to me. She was like, no, it's true. They're so addictive. It was so funny. And the thing is too, she was a very like, she was like a very religious girl. So she was like, I'm going to hell for this. She was like so stressed out. She was like, I'm gonna be going to hell for this. This is immoral. And I was like, it's okay. You're gonna be fine, girl. But she had like a whole thing where she was like, I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell. I can't, it's my vice. And I was like, you're gonna be okay, girl. It was so funny. That's why she was the best friend. It was so funny. It was so funny. It was so funny. But she was like really stressed that she was gonna go to hell for it. I was like, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. She was like, it's so hot. I can't put them down. I'm sorry. I still gotta giggle about it to this day because even back then I thought it was the funniest thing ever. I was laughing so hard. And she was dead serious. And it killed me because she was so dead serious about it. No clubs here in my part of Denmark at the time at least, so always just went home watching movies and playing games. Yeah, there were like the few anime clubs in my high school and stuff, but I never joined them because the people in that club were weird. They didn't shower, and then I swear they were all like giving each other STDs or something, so I didn't want to join the club. I would get recruited every single year though, because there'd be like one kid always who would like see me drawing anime or whatever in like art class, and they'd be like, you want to join the anime club? And I'll be like, I'm good, buddy, thank you. I'm okay. I'm all right, thank you though. What the what? No, I don't know. They were like, you know how band geeks were always like sexually active? At least in my high school they were all like dating each other. It was the same thing with the anime club at my school. They were all dating each other. It was weird. So I did not want to be a part of any of that. I don't want to be a part of any of that. It was odd. Hi Sizzle, welcome in. An anime club that does the freaky deaky. Dude, they were freaky, okay? I remember there was one girl who I had known since elementary school, okay? We like when we were first in elementary school, we bonded over the fact that we both like Naruto. And then she like moved away, but then she she just went to like a different school. And so I knew her for like 1 year. We were like friends for like a year in elementary school because we both liked Naruto at the time. And then she ended up coming back to like high school. We ended up going like to the same high school. And like we weren't friends. We weren't friends, okay? We just like knew each other. That like we just knew each other existed, right? We had like some classes together, but we like didn't really talk to each other. And then one day we were in art class together, and essentially for this project we had to take photos of our art pieces, okay? We had to take photos of our physical art pieces, and there was only one camera station. So you would go into this room and you would take pictures, you would like set up your art and you would take pictures on this one camera station. And so it was me and her in the room because we had like signed up at the same time coincidentally to use the camera. And she just starts ranting. And I don't know her, okay? Like we hadn't talked to each other in what's elementary school to high school? Like 8 years or something like that. We hadn't talked to each other since we were like 12 years old, okay? And so, or like even younger than that. I don't remember how old we were. But then she just starts ranting about how like her girlfriend cheated on her in the anime club with someone else. And this was like, I don't know, she got like really specific and started talking about like her sexuality and how it was like the first time she had ever scissored a girl or something. It was insane, dude. And so I'm sitting there in the room just like taking photos of my art, and I'm like, that's crazy, bro. I'm like just trying to take photos as fast as I can of my art pieces so I can just like leave, because I was like, I don't want to hear you talking about scissoring another girl from the anime club. Please. Like I literally had not talked to this girl in years, right? Years. The last time we talked to each other was we were talking about Naruto, and we were in elementary school, okay? That was the last time I ever talked to this girl. And then all of a sudden she just starts ranting to me, and I'm like, Jesus, help me, please. Really? Right in front of my art photos? Right in front of my art photo. It was weird. So that was another reason why I did not want to join the anime club, was because I was like, no, thank you. No, everyone here is kind of freaky. Everyone here is freaky, and I'm not. I don't want it. I'm okay. The next time she talks to you, it's all about Scissor Man. Stop. It was odd. It was odd. It was odd. Groups that inbreed date each other inside the group and end up extremely wholesome. Wholesome. Oh my god. Stop. Sorry. Wholesome or extremely toxic. Yes. That's true. This implies your school had multiple girls who are into anime. I have not met a woman who was into anime until I joined Japanese classes in university. No, actually, most of the people in anime club in my high school were girls. And they were all like really into yaoi. And take your time. Hi, Revy. Hi, Revy. Yeah, they were all like really into yaoi. And not in like the, I don't know. Okay, I've mentioned this before, but I don't like yaoi anime because most of the time it's just like fetish stuff for straight people, which I think is weird. I say this as a straight person too, that like a lot of yaoi and yuri out there is just like it literally just feels like fetish content for me. I don't like it. You know, I just want a good story. If there's a good story and it just happens to be a same-sex couple in it, that's awesome, you know? I'm all for that. But I feel like a lot of anime is not, or like a lot of yaoi and yuri is not that. It feels more like, a lot of it feels like fetish content. There are definitely a lot of anime couples out there that are well written, but I'd say the majority of them are just kind of bad. Any Inuyasha girls in chat? Me, that was my gateway. Inuyasha was literally my gateway anime. That's what got me into anime. I freaking love Inuyasha. I try and rewatch it every couple of years too, because it's just so nostalgic for me. I love Inuyasha. The only guy that I knew that watched anime in business school was really creepy, so I didn't want to talk with them. Turns out sometime after you graduated, they went to jail for whoa! I'm glad that you went with your instinct on that. What a freak. Ew. Ew, what a creep. Yeah, no, I feel like most of the anime kids that I knew were not what's the word? Adjusted. I always felt like I was like too well adjusted to hang out with a lot of the anime kids. Because they were weird, dude. Like they didn't shower. They were like into anime that I didn't like too. You know, I was like, I just want to watch Naruto and talk to someone about Naruto. And then they'd be like, have you seen the anime about, have you seen Boku no Pico or whatever, you know? They were like that. They were like, oh, have you seen Elfen Lied, Boku no Pico? And well, Elfen Lied's a good series, but like you shouldn't be watching that at like 12 years old, you know what I mean? Anyways, I just always felt like I was a little bit more regulated than other people, than other anime fans, and that's why I couldn't get along with some anime fans growing up, is because they were kind of weird. They were odd. Alpha, what now? Sit down, German man. Silence, Brand. Silence, German. But yeah, this is why I was never in the anime club. This is why I was never in anime club. In fact, most of the time I kept the fact that I liked anime a secret. I would keep the fact that I liked anime a secret from most people. The only people that knew about it were my really close friends, and then sometimes I would have like doodles in my binder, and people would see that and they'd be like, oh, she probably likes anime, whatever. But that's it. You Elfen Lied is pronounced like lead. Elfen Lead? Oh. I've always heard it as Elfen Lied. I don't know. It's been a long time since I saw that one too. I don't know, dude. I just wanted to watch like shonen anime with other anime fans and talk about that. But they were all into like yaoi and yuri and yeah. They'd be like, "Oh, have you seen this hentai anime?" I'd be like, "What the frick? I don't want to talk about hentai with some random person." I'll talk about hentai with Chad. I'll talk about hentai with you guys, but not random teenagers in high school. You know, that was odd. I thought that was weird. I did not like that. I was not a fan of that. Personally wasn't really a fan of that. That's all. Yay! All right. This piece, God, dude, I really can't talk and doodle at the same time. I am unable to talk and doodle at the same time. But those are done. I want to see how fast I can sketch this. Hold on. Na 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 na. All right, jump scare. Ooh. Jump scare. There's this image of Pennywise from the Welcome to Derry series. Sorry, also spoiler. But I wanted to draw me as this because I feel like it would be funny. Lead. Oh, like leader. Elfin lead. We are cooler than some high school children. Never thought this day would come. I want to draw me as Pennywise because we're the same species when you really think about it. Hi, Ghostly Sunglasses. Welcome in on the YouTube side. Hope you're having a good day. Nose. I like how he has like rows of teeth. It's cool. Pennywise honestly has one of like my favorite monster designs. Is that Pennywise? It is! It is. Essentially, my lore as a VTuber is that I am a cosmic shapeshifter. A primordial soup shapeshifter. And I realized that's literally just what Pennywise is, so here we are. Next time we say Hod den Mund or Schweig to Amnel. What does that mean? What'd you make me say? Not sure, but I imagine Pennywise and Dima as cute fusion. Oh, no, I was thinking of this. This is what... When I said I wanted to draw myself as Pennywise, I didn't mean like me in like the cute little clown outfit. I meant like this. This is what I want to draw. Sorry. Apologies. Maybe I'll draw a cute little outfit later, but I want to draw this one right now. But it's your favorite horror movie? It's really good. It's really good. Do you like the old one too? Because I tried to watch the old one, like the Tim Curry version of it, and I just could not get into it. It was just so... It's too dated for me, I think. That's my issue. It was just too dated for me. I couldn't get into it. I feel like it would have scared me if I was like... If I'd seen it at like 6 years old, you know? But trying to watch it now as like a modern horror fan is it's kind of a rough watch. Not gonna lie. It's just really cheesy. It's really cheesy. None of the scares. It's like not scary. Also, it was like made for TV at the time too, so I don't think they could even get away with showing a lot of the things in the book anyways. So the series to me is it's not scary. It's not scary. I also just really like Bill Skarsgård more. I really like Bill Skarsgård's portrayal of Pennywise too. He just did it better, in my opinion. I think that he did Pennywise much better. I saw a comment before where someone said that Tim Curry is a good clown, but Bill Skarsgård is a good like creature. And I would agree with that. Basically, you said shut your mouth in silence. Halt den Mund, hold your mouth. Like hold your tongue. Schweig is like be silent. Schweig! Schweig. Just subscribe. This is my first time seeing your channel, by the way. Thank you so much for the subs. I appreciate you being here and following on the YouTube side. It means a lot to me. I hope that you can enjoy your time here. I stream every single day except for Tuesdays and Saturdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time. So I hope to catch you for other streams too, but I really appreciate you stopping by today. Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot to me. I've been very much so in a drawing kick, so you'll probably catch me doing art streams for the most part if you stop in. I don't know, it switched all of a sudden, you know? Like the last couple weeks, I was just like, I don't feel like playing video games anymore, really. And I've essentially just like switched over entirely now to just doing art streams. But it's been fun. I feel like it feels nice. I don't know. It feels nice. It's been cozy. I think it's because like with art streams, they're just more chill. Art streams are just really chill. Na 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 na. Oh, I really made this like vampire-esque. Winter depression hit you. You're right. I think that's what it is. I'm getting my seasonal sad. And so to defeat my seasonal sad, I've just been drawing. That makes sense. That makes sense. Plus, we get to see the process, which was rare in the past. Yeah, that's true. I didn't really draw very much. I think last year I barely drew, right? Last year I didn't have very many drawing streams. It was mostly Tekken streams.
Crazy style.
Me when I don't get that cookie. This is me when my period hits. This is a very accurate drawing of exactly what it feels like and what it looks like when the primordial soup is in her menstrual phase. Before I came on the stream, I was on top of my roof. What were you doing up there? Were you putting up Christmas lights? Oh my gosh, my neighborhood, the neighborhoods all around me have started putting up Christmas lights, and it's made me so happy. You know, as much as seasonal depression hits, I will say that it is very, very, very nice. It combats it very, very nicely when I see Christmas lights up. The Christmas lights do wonders for my mentality. Na, 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 na. Primordial Deemer. Yes. Yes. Na, 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 na. Oh, here's some more Vocaloid lore. This song Melt that's playing is considered to be one of the most important Vocaloid songs, if not the most important Vocaloid song by a lot of the community. Because this is like the first Miku song that blew up that wasn't like a meme song. Before this song came out, it was mostly seen, Vocaloid was mostly seen as like memes, you know? Like we had Levin Polka and just like other silly Vocaloid songs that had released. And that was like it for Vocaloid content. There wasn't really any like serious song. And then Melt came onto the scene. And that was the first time people were like, whoa, wait a minute. Can Vocaloid be used like a serious program instead of just for memes? And then that caused like a big boom of a lot of other creators who started to post Vocaloid music because they started seeing it as like a legitimate software. Oh yeah, they put up the lights today here too. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. I love that. It makes me so happy. I love Christmas lights. Can I be very vulnerable with you, chat? Can I be very vulnerable with you right now, chat? You're not gonna make fun of me, are you? What would you say if I said Pennywise is kind of fine? Chat, what would you say if I said that Pennywise is kind of fine? Would you agree with me? Would you agree with me? I would say it's on brand. Of course you would. What do you mean? Of course you would. I'm just saying. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I can't tell if it's Pennywise or if it's the fact that Pennywise is played by Bill Skarsgård. I don't really know anymore. Nobody was surprised. Oh, okay, okay. The coldrophilia. Is that the clown thing? Is that when people like clowns? Okay, I see your point though. Thank you. As a professional monster hunter, I'd say yeah, I wouldn't put it past you. Oh. Alright. Thank you for letting me be vulnerable with you today, chat. We saw the Hear Me Out list. Nothing surprises us anymore. Ah. Yeah, you know, because I was watching this and I was like, man. I might have missed the Hear Me Out, actually. I may have missed a Hear Me Out, actually. Oops. 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 Wow, this is so cute. This is so cute. Drawing tip? What kind of tip would you like? That didn't sound right. What kind of drawing tip would you like? You want like an anatomy tip, a coloring tip, a how to get better at art kind of tip, how to improve? What kind of drawing tip would you like? Phantom Phoenix, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Hi. Hi, I hope you're having a good day. Thank you so much for stopping by. Did you watch the Van Helsing 2004 movie? I actually haven't. And I heard that it's got some good monster designing in that movie. So I have to watch that one at some point because I actually have not seen it. Which is crazy because I love vampire content. I love vampire movies and stuff. Anatomy, please? Sure. When it comes to anatomy, I feel like the best way to learn how to draw people is learning how to break down forms. So for example, you can see me like starting with the head and stuff, right? Like initially I had an outline of like the shape of like the head and then the mouth. That was kind of like that. So I feel like when it comes to anatomy, it's very important to learn how to break things down into simple shapes. So typically, you know, you can like make the head a circle or like a sphere, I mean. And then like the neck is like a cylinder. And then you kind of have like this upside down dome shape for the ribs. It's kind of like a bullet shape almost. And then like a bowl shape for the hips. And then if you can kind of just like learn how to break down anatomy in this way, you know, more cylinders, then this will definitely help a lot. So I would say learn how to break down the body into simple forms first. And this will help a lot with your anatomy practices. At least that's what helped me a lot, was learning how to break down forms. So what I would literally do before is I would find like a picture of someone, like a model or whatever, and then I would go over that and I would like draw in the shapes, or like I would look at the photo even, and then I would try and like redraw it on paper, but with simple shapes. Thank you so much, because I suck at anatomy. That's okay. You know what? Everything, you gotta practice everything, right? If you want to get really, really good at it, draw skeletons. So like look up skeletons, draw skeletons, learn how they function, and then draw muscles on top of that skeleton. And then you can draw, and then you can draw like the actual form on top of that too. There's a really cool video I saw. Hold on, let me pull it up. Also, did I see Ender? Hi, Ender. I hope you're having a good day. It's nice to catch you. Nice to catch you. It's nice to catch you. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for stopping by. Drawing tip: how do I not obsess about details and lose too much time on them? Don't zoom in. Don't zoom in when you're drawing. Don't zoom in. A lot of times we have a tendency to be like, I want to get this eye perfect. And so then you end up drawing like this, right? Where you're like, I want to draw it right here. And that line isn't perfect. And this line isn't, that's not perfect. That's not perfect. This, and then you zoom out and you're like, frick, I have one detailed eye, right? That happens a lot. So a way to do that, just draw all the smaller details in first, and then you know, you can start working on the details or whatever. That will help a lot. What helped me to not be a perfectionist as well is my medium of choice back in the day was pen, which is like insane, right? But it forced me to never erase. Because when you're working with pen, you know, it's permanent. You can't erase. So I would use my ballpoint pen and I would make like entire art pieces with that. And it not only helped me to draw really quickly, learn how to draw quickly, because it's pen, it's messy. But it made it so that I cared less about the smaller details initially. Like with pen, you're very much forced to start big and work down, because otherwise you have something permanent on the page, right? You have something permanent on the page and you're like, frick. So I would work in pen back in the day. That could even be an exercise you do digitally too. You know, you're like, all right, I'm not allowed to use the eraser tool. And so then you just have like, I don't know, a layer, and then set it to like multiply or something, so that like you can get like the lines will actually build on top of each other. You know, the values will build on top of each other like this. And if you do that, it will force you to just like, I don't know, add in all the features and stuff quickly. So you gotta work fast, you know? And then even also as well too, if you give yourself a time limit, you're like, all right, I can only work on this for like 5 minutes or whatever. Doing that kind of thing too will also force you. Oh my god, I just erased there, sorry. Oops. Sorry, it's a habit. It's a habit. But like, you know, doing oh my god, sorry. I have to move my hand away. See, this exercise is difficult for me too. But like, you kind of just force yourself to not focus on the details too much initially, right? Because it's like you're gonna build it anyways, so that you can be messy with it. And then boom, art piece, you know? I sorry, I zoom out and see this. So that's how I learned how to draw, like try and force myself to be efficient with art. I know, I have the Control Z binded to a button, so I just press that. So that might be a way to help if you feel like you're getting too focused on the details. Try and just not erase things, you know? Just work really, really hard to commit, essentially. Be confident. That's what helped me be more confident in my lines as well. You gotta learn how to commit to it. Once you commit to it, you're golden. You're golden. He's even a glutton for punishment back then. I just was thinking, like, what can I do to, like, make myself be better at art, be faster at art. I think that was my goal, is I wanted to be faster at art. And I wanted to stop being, like, so picky about perfection as well. That was something I wanted to practice too. I didn't want to get lost trying to be a perfectionist about everything. And so that's why I ended up using pen as my medium of choice in the end. And I feel like it worked really well. Like, at this point now, I don't think I'm a perfectionist at all. Actually, that's a lie. I can be a perfectionist, but not initially. You know, my initial sketch and stuff, I never feel like it has to be perfect before I can move on. I just try and get it down on paper, and then I make it look good later. And then I can be a perfectionist about it later. But initially, you know, I just want it to be fast, and I want it to come into existence first. I hope that helps. Ah, chat, would you still love me if I looked like this? Would you still love me if I look like this? Should I rig this? Yes. Thanks, chat. Sometimes you feel like a cute anime girl, and other days you feel like a primordial clown from a different universe. Different plane of existence. Really just depends on the day. Hell nah. For all we know, you can actually look like this. True! This is true. This is true. I want you guys to imagine every single time I'm streaming now that this is exactly what I look like behind the camera. Can you do that for me, Chad? We'll do a little thought experiment. Would you still like me if you knew I look like this behind the camera? Little thought experiment for you guys today. Would you still like Dima if you knew that she looked like this behind the camera? I actually really like this piece. I'm actually pretty proud of how this is coming along. I mean, your voice wouldn't change. That's true. When you're not you when you're hungry. Just don't eat me, because if I'm gone, then I can't love you. If you're gone, then who's gonna give subby? Okay, I'm just joking. Joking. Don't worry, I would never eat my subbies. I mean, I would never eat my chat. Alright, this looks beautiful. Now to color it. I mean, I've had questions, but sure, why not? Just jump scare us at random moments. Just, ah! Wow, it's so cute. So cute, so cute. Sorry, this song is such a banger. A very specific portion of the chat will disappear to not be eaten. Francis, if you ask nicely, I'm sure you're gonna get eaten if you really want. You want to get eaten? Why is chat calling out my kink so much today? You want to be eaten? Reduced to a wallet again. Just the way Amno likes. Stop! Ah. Oh, chat. Oh, my chat. Never change who you are. Never change, chat. You guys are perfect just the way you are. See, this is the only kind of music that used to exist when Vocaloid first became a thing. It was just meme songs. Ooh. Aw, this is so cute. Yeah, hop on over. Hop on over, hop on over. The Twitch side is definitely way more active, that's for sure. Alright, now we need a multiply layer. And we are going to I saw a really cool tool on Clip Studio that lets you draw outside of your art pieces, and then you can just select sorry, you can just select the lines outside of it and it will like automatically delete it. So it's like a fill tool, but it's like fancy. And I need to pick that up as quickly as I can because it looks so useful. Sorry about the hiccup. I'm hiccupy today. Forgot this was a Vocaloid song, right? It's gone like mainstream at this point because of how popular it is. Now let's fill this thing in. There we go. So pretty. So beautiful, so beautiful. Stretch 'em wrists. Oh yes, thank you. You saw Otto perform it live? Oh, you're so lucky. I wish I got to see Otto. I want to see Otto someday. Oh, but the issue is that her tickets sell out like immediately. And not only do her tickets sell out immediately, she's never in my area. She's only ever at like a big like expo or something. Na 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 na. してあなたになさい愛してもっともっと愛してくるらしいほどにThis looks insane. It wasn't that difficult to get tickets, actually. I just had to be super far back on the second floor with barely any leg room and a fear of heights in the back of my mind. No! What the heck? Is this Gasolina? Bamiku? What the heck? This is the most random song. What the heck? Ah, wait, this one. I love this one. Well, chat, what do you think? You like it? You like this piece? I think it turned out really nice. Art by you, of course I like it. You like this? Thank you. I'm glad that you like it. I also think that it looks quite nice, if I do say so myself. Yeah, this looks great.
Forward, but there's Steve's stunner right behind you. Is she single?
She's single. Duplicate, merge. I want to try and work on the gradient a little bit. Oh. Very lore accurate. Hi, Silva. Looks at art. I can fix her. She don't bite. Yeah, she don't bite. She don't bite. Oh, I refreshed chat on accident. Is this going into a video edit later?
Remember
No,
that
this one
part
I just did
got
for
long
fun.
time ago of my OC doing the cabidon on you?
Yeah.
This is what I imagine the reaction would be if attempted IRL.
The chances of survival are slim, but would.
Call her Melania. Because man, let me solo her.
Stop! That's crazy! Let me solar. Oh, I can't breathe. That was so funny. Hold up, when did TTS change? Oh, it changed like last week because Stream Elements, they changed their API, so it doesn't connect anymore. It doesn't connect properly anymore. So while they're looking into a fix for that, this we have this voice now instead. All right, you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I think that this is where I want to call it for today. I will be back streaming on Sunday. Sunday with more ASMR stream. Yay! Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, though. I know we didn't really do anything crazy today, but I hope that you guys enjoy just chilling while I drew this thing. I guess I just I don't know. I got inspired.
Dragono would like to play pink tank
it.
models with this fair lady IT creature.
All right, next stream I'm gonna draw more fan art with Dragonov because I feel like that's what my soul needs. Am I depressed? I can't tell. I think I'm okay. I think I'm feeling a little creative. That's all. I'm just feeling a little creative. That's all. This and Dragonov. Not this thing. Not this. I was just gonna draw me and Dragonov. That's it. Okay, bye. Thank you for stopping by, Sunglasses. It was wonderful having you. It was nice meeting you too. All right, chat. I am going to send us to. Let's read Pocky. I want to read Pocky today. I love Pocky. Oh wow. Okay, thank you, Twitch. It doesn't want me. It thinks that I'm not logged in for some reason, so we have to do a manual raid. Raid channel Pocket Trash VT. Alright, you guys, please grab a raid message on the way out. Okay, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. 3 ready, Miko beam. Alright, y'all, we're gonna go raid Pocky. Please grab a raid message on the way out. And I'll catch you guys next time. I don't really know what to say other than I love you guys and I hope you have a good day. And thank you for being here. It means a lot. Thank you to all my thank you to my lurkers. I love my lurkers. Thank you for lurking today. It means a lot to me.
Hell yeah!
Umbre, I love you. This is how my feelings for Umbre. I love you, Umbre. Mwah. Thank you so much for 39 months. And I will get the thing to you this weekend. Yes. I gotta message you too. Bye, Flash. Bye, everyone. I love you guys. Bye, Salwi. Bye, Grizz. Goodbye, Melon. Bye, Halcyon. You also have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, Shadow. Post-it notes. I will. Yes. I absolutely will. Thank you, everyone, as well, who was hanging out in the Go room today. The chill room. Thank you. Goodbye, Queen Francis. Bye, Too Big. Take care of yourself out there as well. Goodbye, Kumaru. Goodbye, Rain Dog. If I didn't get to say bye to you today, yes, I did. Thank you so much for all of my lurkers and everyone who hung out with me. Bye, Amnel. Goodbye, Silva. Goodbye, Oak. Bye, everyone. Goodbye, Ender. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. I hope you got a shout out. Wait, hold on. Shout out. Ender, Empress. Also, go check out Ender if you didn't already. Okay, bye, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. Bye-bye.